Lovers, Capricorn Nation, and their lovers. My name is Made for Love, and welcome to your reading. So, still out in the wild by my father's favorite tree. And as I said, I only meant to spend limited time with my family, just a couple of days, and then I had to extend it. So, I only brought one deck of cards with me, and none of my tools for the first time ever. So, anyways, I'm trying to improvise so that you guys can get your messages. So what I've been doing out here for the astrological sign readings is giving spirit animal messages, and your spirit animal is the centipede. So because it's whatever animal that comes into my circle of awareness when I'm meditating upon your energy, and you got the centipede spirit. So what is centipede spirit all about? Well, centipede spirit is it's about endurance. Um, it's about survival because these arthropods, they can be found like way into the times of the dinosaurs. They're like living fossils, quite frankly. Okay, so there's about enduring the harshest of things. I mean, enduring the ice age and all the different things that have happened on our climate. They still manage to adapt and survive. So there's an adaptability there. Centipede spirit is often associated with the underworld, with death, and death, of course, is always a symbol of transformation. Centipede spirit is also connected to healing powers or healing properties. Okay, it's used quite frequently in Eastern medicine. Centipede spirit is also about the occult and spirituality and then the mysterious. Okay, so we're going to see how these different themes, okay, about spirituality and the occult, okay, and the spiritual expansion, about endurance, about um, transformation and healing, how these different themes play out in your reading. So, Capricorn and whoever's watching, when you're watching these readings for love, you're not just going to watch your sun sign. You're going to watch your sun, moon, Venus, and your rising sign. And then you're going to watch your person's placements in these areas because when it comes to soul connections, the energies can definitely be flipped or vice versa, or even mirrored. So it's always good to watch these readings twice, once for yourself, once for your person. And then you know what? You don't limit yourself. You're an infinite being. So whatever title calls to you, and I'm going to put the different spirit animals in the title. Whatever spirit animal calls to you, you go there. Okay. Trust your own intuition. Always. Okay. All right. So, underneath the deck is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is and it's in reverse. So the Nine of Cups in reverse is a card of codependency. Okay, it's all the things that we use to hide ourselves or emotions or wounding, and to get by. So for some of us, when we're wrapped up in toxic connections, we don't have to look at our own shit, so we can hide there. For others, we might use substances, okay, whether legal or illegal substances. For other people, it might be tarot readings. For some people, they might even um, have a very, which is rare, right? Have a very toxic relationship with their spirituality, meaning that they get so lost in the spirit world that they're not living life. They're not grounded in reality, the reality of this life, this lifetime, because this is how you learn your lessons, by interacting with the 3D space. So they're all up there in the ethers, but even that can be a little toxic as well because you're using it as a form of escapism. Let's call it spiritual escapism if you want. Maybe that may not be the right words, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, losing yourself in tarot readings every day until it impacts upon your job. So once it starts impacting upon your 3D life negatively, and you're not interacting with the 3D world in a healthy manner, all these are codependencies. It's codependency is also about, it's about a lack of self love. It's about a lack of self love and the things that we do when we don't love ourselves enough, or lacks boundaries, giving our power away to other people. This is what it's all about. So let me turn this down just a tad. Okay, so you can still see the lawn, but still see the cards. Okay, so let's get a message from your person's higher self. What does the higher self want you to know right now? Okay, we have, and so weird because it's a full reverse, and it's, to me, it is a kind of, okay, someone's not listening to their intuition, they're not taking a leap of faith, they're being stubborn, but I'm not getting that. I didn't get that with this today. They're trying to let you know that your person's childhood was interrupted. Mm. And a lot of what you saw, especially the immature behavior, is because they have been their development has been arrested. This person might be 50 years old, but you might notice that how they react to situations, especially emotionally triggering situations, is that of a 9 or 12-year-old. And that's because they never got that time to mature. They weren't given the tools to cope, and they may have been so traumatized that they're emotionally stuck. So they want you to know, the higher self wants you to understand why this person reacts the way that they do. You're dealing with an adult, yes, but your spirit wants to remind you you're also dealing with a child. That's what I'm getting. How is this person feeling right now? Ten of Wands in reverse. They feel burdened. For some of you guys, you might be able to watch a Sagittarius reading. They feel burdened. They feel overwhelmed. And I do feel that this and this is connected. You see, because this person does not have the tools, or weren't ever given the tools to deal with life, okay, and to deal with adulting, um, I think they're going through a challenging time, but it's exacerbated because they don't know how to cope. They've never been taught how to cope. They just weren't given these tools. They weren't given these tools. So it's like you're putting all these adult responsibilities on the child. A child, they can't cope because they're just not at that level of maturity yet. So they feel burdened. I think there's a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders that they're trying to manage, but they don't have the tools, and I don't think they have the support. So we're going to go further into these cards, but I'm just laying them out. What are they healing right now, Spirit? Okay, we have the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, Pisces energy traditionally, and Scorpio, but I also read it as their opposite polarity, which is Virgo and Taurus, respectively. There is a deep dark secret that has come out, or has surfaced. It is something in that was operating in this person's subconscious, or maybe even unconscious. When we start talking about subconscious, we're talking about things that they may have repressed. But when we're talking about the unconscious, we're talking about the things that they may not know about. So you can look at, Johari's window and see how that operates. Okay, so this could even be things from past lives. It could be things that happened so early in their childhood that they don't even remember. Some things that happened, Giddy, that may have happened in the womb. They talk about the state of the womb at the time of conception. So it could be as far back as then. So it's not something that your person, even on the hypnosis, well, maybe on the hypnosis they will be able to recall. But it's not something that your person that can easily retrieve. So there's something that has emerged from them. I feel through spirit, because I don't think your person would have been able to retrieve that like that. And it's connected to their inability to show their emotions. Whatever happened to them, it could be in the womb, but definitely there's something about childhood coming through here. Whatever happened to them, it taught them not to show their emotions to anyone. Their emotions um, are deadly. Their emotions are weapons that people can use against them. Shit, what was that? 1 second, guys. Let me see what card this is. Yeah, we have Three of Wands here. And Three of Wands talks about waiting, but it also talks about procrastination. So Spirit is also letting you know, if your person chose a third party over you, it's all because of this, whatever this is that was revealed. Whatever rose up from your person's subconscious or unconscious, that's the reason why. We have Three of Pentacles. So your person has just discovered why their heart is so closed. And why they may have chosen, I really feel that there's a third party, why they may have chosen a third party. For some of you, this third party was work. And spirits also let you know that that's why we got that Nine of Cups reverse as the energy of this reading, because this third party was just like like an addiction, an escape from the feelings that they felt with you, and also an escape from life, because they were able to get wrapped up in this third party's drama. Because remember, I tell you, people escape sometimes through toxic relationships because they can wrap themselves up in the drama of the next person. And as long as you focus on the other person's drama, then you're not focused on yourself and your healing. And that's what your person was doing. That's why they chose a relationship that was not connected to love. Because they could have control there. They might have even married this person. They might have even married this person. Look, we have the Hierophant. So your person is learning the repercussions of what happens when you block off your heart and you choose what you thought was the easy way out. You chose escapism. You chose addiction. This is a lesson that your person's learning here. It's what happens when you don't face the music. When you don't work on yourself. What are they experiencing right now on their twin flame or soulmate journey? Karma, negative karma, a hard karmic lesson. We have Libra in reverse, Justice in reverse. A hard karmic lesson. And I do feel that lesson is about escapism, addiction, and not choosing love, trying to run from love. Yeah, they've had some sort of injustice done to them. What do they want you to know? That they are facing their fears. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Upright, the Nine of Swords talks about depression. It talks about being trapped in fear, being trapped in your own thoughts. But they want you to know that they are facing their music, their fears head on. They're facing the unknown or the subconscious head on. They want you to know that. They've learned they've learned that lesson. The very thing that they were trying to run from, which is their feelings, this is what they now have to face for their ascension. I see the plane overhead. For their ascension. If they want to be free, if they want to move on, if they want to ascend, they have to face these fears. All right, so let's go back to the message from the higher self. And we got the child interrupted here. Yeah, so your person, this is what they're looking at right now. They've gone back to the childhood. And it looks like their childhood was a very lonely and cold existence. I see a lot of snow there, a lot of broken branches, a lot of confusion. A child can thrive there. A lot of upheaval. They may have even had a parent who had multiple partners and was very sneaky about it. It wasn't anything polyamorous where everybody knew what was going on and this was what was decided. It wasn't like that. They had a parent whose heart was completely blocked off and was also engaged in self-sabotaging behaviors. I'm really getting someone who was philandering, whether it was the mother energy or the father energy. And this had a big impact on their whole life. It created a lot of confusion within the child. And your person's been acting out or playing out this confusion their whole life. How are they feeling? Burdened. They don't know how to cope with the things that are happening in their life, you see? It's like all of a sudden the truth has been revealed. There's this big door just open and they're seeing things clearly for the first time. They're seeing themselves without a mask. They're seeing the people around them without their mask. They're seeing everything clearly. They're seeing who's their soulmate. We have 6 of Cups here. It's like everything, it's like, a big aha moment for your person where everything, all the puzzle pieces just click into place, click, 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 click. And they finally see the bigger picture. Before, there was little pieces. Okay, how does this fit? I know it fits somewhere, but how does it fit? But now it's like the whole puzzle piece. The whole puzzle has just come together. And they saw how they chose their partner, their life, from a place of ego. This person wanted recognition. They wanted to be recognized. They wanted their ego stroked. And there was something about the deceptive life that they were living that was giving your person that kind of validation. They wanted to be so caught up that, it was an escape. This living in the public eye or living for the likes, right? Living for the likes, that's what we call it, right? This living for the likes, it distracted your person from their pain. Yeah. See, they didn't want the tower to fall. They didn't want people to see who they really were inside. So they were living this public image. But now everything has come crashing down and they just don't know how to cope. What are they healing? Everything that they try to repress. Yeah, their addictions. Look, we have the devil in reverse. Their propensity to attract toxic connections. Okay? They're seeing how all that is just related to their wounding. 6 of Swords in reverse. They see that they've been keeping their own self trapped. They see that they've been sabotaging themselves. And self-sabotage seems to be the big theme. The big theme for this month. Transmuting that energy of self-sabotage. So what are they experiencing right now? Karma. 2 of Cups. Your person might be with a karmic partner. Might even be married to a karmic partner. But they're also recognizing that they did you an injustice. And that injustice has come full circle. So if your person cheated on you, so for some of you, they may have stolen from you. They may have lied to you. Know that it came full circle. But this had to happen for them to realize who the real soulmate was and what true love was all about. So everything has come full circle for them, and it looks like there's a karmic cycle that's ending. We have the world here, upright. So they're finally facing their fears, and they want you to know that. No longer trying to escape. They're working hard on themselves with that 8 of Pentacles. Okay. They're working hard on their inability to communicate their feelings. They're making a choice. Some of you definitely can watch a Saggy reading. It's very much the same cards that are coming out. They're seeing how they were giving their power away all this time to a situation that wasn't even emotionally nourishing. Let's see how they're feeling about you. Heart space energy for you. 9 of Cups in reverse. Knight of Wands, Saggy energy, and that's what I was telling you. Get the Saggy reading. And then Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they think that they've lost you. They think that you're gone. I'm seeing a lot of connects between this and the Saggy reading. I think they're feeling very passionate about you, but they are recognizing as well that they played the fool in the past. I think this person, remember I was telling you one of their parents might have been a philanderer. I think your person had the same energy. Maybe in the beginning with you, going back and forth. They want to explore kind of different things. They were juggling you and another karmic energy. This person was just not emotionally aware, and they really didn't give a fuck who they hurt. They just didn't have that emotional intelligence, guys. They didn't understand the impact that their actions would have on you or other people near and dear to them. They just weren't. They just didn't have that awareness. I'm not getting that this person was intentionally malicious. They just did not have the awareness of how their actions impacted upon you and the people around them. That's what I get. Their heart was just cold. They were cold. They were cold inside, stone cold. And once you're stone cold, you're not going to connect to other people's emotions because you're thinking everybody is just as stone cold as you are and unaffected as you are. I remember my first major heartbreak was at, let's see, about 24. Like, he was my first everything. And I dreamt him last night for some freaking weird reason. I guess maybe that's something um, that doesn't have any closure for me, I guess. My first major heartbreak. I mean, and it's like this whole thing stretched on for years. And you know that you're seeing the signs that this person is cheating on you and all of that, but you're ignoring because you think everybody is as wonderful and as innocent as you are. All right? But when everything finally hit the fan and I found out the depth of his deception, including screwing one of my best friends and all of that, guys, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I turned stone cold. I felt like my heart was ice. I felt like I could never love again, that nothing could ever affect me again. And whatever interaction that I had with men, I would say for at least a year after, was all about just playing with them and their emotions. It was just trying to, I guess, transfer my pain. And I wasn't even doing it consciously. It's now that, you're older and you're reflecting upon what happened. I was just trying to escape from my pain. And in the end, I just transferred my pain to other people. And I thought that everybody's like me. It's just stone cold. And I didn't care how these men felt when I ghosted them or whatever it is. I didn't care. I was just protecting myself, using them for the moment, and that was it. Bye. Go away. Blocked. I didn't think about if the men developed any emotions for me or anything like that. I wasn't thinking about anything like that. So I feel like this is what was happening with your person. They were stone cold. And maybe that's why I dreamt him last night. They were just stone cold. I felt like my heart was ice. Like I couldn't be affected by anything. Like men would be flirting with me, and the things that used to make me blush, I was just watching them like, Negro, please. I don't know. I had no affect at all. I didn't feel like anybody could be able to penetrate my heart again. I have to tell you that honestly. And then after the year passed, I just went into basically hermit mode for maybe 5 years. Didn't touch a man, hug a man, kiss a man, nothing. 5 years. I think I just needed that time to process everything that happened to me and for me to change as well and for me to return to myself. Anyway, somebody needs to hear that. All right, so now union is an energetic alignment. So this person thinks that they've lost you, and it's sparking A lot of passion within them and within their heart, but it's also sparking a lot of self-reflection. And I think, they're like me. Maybe they thought that their heart could never be touched again, but it looks like something is like warming and melting in their heart right now. Maybe that's why I told you that story. Anywho's, now union is an energetic alignment. So how are you blocking this connection, Capricorn? Okay, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So for some of you, you might still be in contact with this person and you're not rocking the boat, which people think might be a good thing. But this not rocking the boat is, not addressing um, particular issues that need to be addressed, issues about boundaries, the direction of the connection, how they feel, how you feel, where is this heading, that kind of thing, because everybody's afraid of, bursting the little fantasy bubble. There's also some things in your life that you've not had closure. See, this is why I told you the story. That you've not had closure on, and Spirit is asking you to get that closure at this time. There are things within you that you're still kind of conflicted about, that's causing you a bit of conflict. If you're looking within your outer environment and there's still a bit of conflict, whether it's with your family members and your relationships, whatever it is, it means that there's something within you that's not at closure, that's not at peace. And Spirit wanted to focus on that. How else are you blocking this connection? All right, we have the Hangman in reverse, high Pisces energy. There's a higher perspective that you're not seeing here. Some kind of enlightenment that Spirit wants to send to you, and you're not seeing it. For some of you, you're still in victim mode. Okay, this person hurt me, that kind of thing. But I I'm not saying that you weren't hurt, and I'm not saying that this person did not hurt you, but I'm also saying that when it comes to connections, people can only do what we allowed for the most part. Okay, no, we're not talking about like physical attacks, assault you, and that kind of thing. No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about um, how we negotiate the terms of engagement in a relationship. So maybe you may have had lack of boundaries. Maybe because it started with a Nine of Cups reverse, maybe you didn't love yourself enough. Maybe um, you didn't see your worth or your value in this connection. You conducted yourself as such, always trying to overcompensate and overgiving, that kind of thing. But there's a lesson that you're meant to learn from this relationship um, that you've not learned as yet. Let me pull a card and let me see if I can pinpoint what it is. Okay, so Spirit's saying we have the Page of Cups here in reverse. Spirit's saying there's also something from your childhood that you're not grasping. And there's also a part of you that is emotionally withholding, and it's related to some kind of childhood experience. So whilst your person was locked off, Spirit's saying a part of you is also locked off, and part of you is also intimacy avoidant, and they want you to look at that. How are you blocking this connection? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you have not made space physically for someone in your life. Being independent is a beautiful thing, but being hyper dependent is a defense mechanism, and it keeps people out. And some of you guys are hyper independent, and you have to realize that this hyper independence is a trauma response, and it comes from a place of not being able to trust anyone. It's you operating from a place of, well, I can't depend on anyone, I can only depend on myself. When we're really meant to be interdependent. So for some of you guys are hyper hyper independent. So you have not made space energetically or physically for someone in your world. Alright, so based on what we're seeing here, what can we expect will be this person's actions towards you? Within a month of you watching this reading, we have the Seven of Pentacles. It's a very grounded card. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, and we have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so they're going to be investing in this connection, and they're going to be investing in themselves. I see them working hard on themselves, and they're going to be taking a closer look as to why they are so emotionally immature, and as to why they have a lot of little narcissistic tendencies. They're going to be shining a light on that, and it's going to lead them to either father or mother energy in their life. They're going to make that connect. They're going to get that enlightenment. You see, the judgment card. They're going to see the light finally. They're going to make that connect. What's the advice for you? Like right now, you have to work on your own self esteem, your own projects, your own triumphs. Celebrate yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Work on your own self esteem. Because being in this vibration is what is going to attract a lot of abundance and a lot of success to you. For some of you, you're going to be catapulted into the public eye. This person, get ready. My loves, that was your reading. I hope that helped you. I am grateful for your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. They all help the channel grow. And if you're able to go a step further and interact with any of the ads that may have played during this reading, it's a good energy exchange for me. And please do it for any reader that you enjoy, especially those that are up and coming, because it helps their message to spread far and wide, and it also helps them expand their collective, okay, and their reach. All right, my loves, take care. Bye.